Hey guys, it's Billy here, and today we're just going to talk a little bit about the new Noble Knight support that they recently got in Cosmo Blazer. Now, before I start, I just want to tell you that one of the Noble Knight cards is worth $30. What this card does is, it's called Noble Knight Medraw, and it's treated as a normal monster while it's on the field. If you equip a Noble Arms to it, it gains 1 level and becomes a dark type. If you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 Noble Knight from the deck. So, since you have level 4 Noble Knights and 1 level 5 Noble Knight, you can essentially make either a rank 4 or a rank 5 Exceed. That's really good. And you can also break the warrior exclusive Exceeds, like Heroic Champion Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja. Or go for the rank 5 for a game ender like Volcanosaurus. It doesn't really matter. The problem with this deck, though, is it's just the consistency. You have a lot of equipped spells, and you have normal Noble Knight cards, or just normal. Whether you're making the Rabbit build, you'll have Dark Blade, the Dragon Knight, who's just a vanilla Dark 1800 beater, or you'll be playing something with Light Sworns, where you can get clogged up with too many Lilas, or get the solar recharge of nothing to discard. The Noble Arm cards, the first two that came out were garbage. There was Gallianton and Caliber. And Gallianton, what it does is equips to a warrior type monster, raise the attack by 1000. But you lose 200 each standby phase. So it's like a worse Axe of Despair. And then there's Caliber, which is actually kind of worse. You gain 500 attack, and you can gain 500 life points. You're really only going to be using these Noble Arms cards because in order to use Medraw's effect, it has to be equipped with something. So you have to make sure to get it in your hand that can be equipped. The last Noble Arms card, though, is actually the good one, and it's like Ariavatari. I can't pronounce it. It's looks like a heart in the stone, but what happens is you can make your monster permanently lose 500 attack, but you'll destroy a set card your opponent controls. That could be a monster or a spell and trap. Since Medraw destroys whatever equipped Noble Arms card he has equipped to him, you can do this twice, because when any of these Noble Arms cards gets destroyed, you can re-equip them right away to a Noble Knight if you still have one on the field. The Noble Knight Exceed, though, that one's okay. What it does is, it has 2000 attack. When you summon it, you can equip as many Noble Arms cards as you possibly can in the game right now to it, because there's only 3. It says you can only equip 3 Noble Arms, but there's only 3 Noble Arms. And since you can only have 1 Noble Arms on the field with the same name at a time, what you see is what you get. But you can detach 1 Exceed material, and he'll destroy up to the same number of spell and traps as which you have equipped to him with Noble Arms at that current moment. So since he can do 3 at a time, you could potentially destroy up to 3 spell and traps, or use the Noble Arms Ari card effect to destroy 1 set, and then use his effect to destroy the other 2 remaining sets, or anything in that order. He's only worth about $7, and it's high for what I want to pay, but at least it's kind of more realistic. I have no idea why again, you can get a Gold Rare Blackluster Soldier, $35, or you can get a 1 Noble Knight Medraw for $30. It just seems like no contest to me. You can watch the end of the replay. This replay does screw up, and I'll tell you who won when the error happens, and you'll kind of get a feel for it. But you can just kind of see how the deck works. This is the Lightsworn build. I think it's a better build. because the Rescue build, you're just so full of clunky cards. And that's just my views on this deck. Also, Noble Knight Joan, it works really well in this build because when she gets destroyed, you can discard one card to add a warrior type to your hand. Since you can run the Lightsworn engine, I like to run Ethrin and Jane, and if she gets destroyed, I can make use of a potentially dead Solar Recharge from before. And so if I have Solar Recharge in my hand, had no Lightsworns, I can just bring her out, and when she gets destroyed, even though I have to go -1, at least I'm getting fuel to the graveyard, and I'm kind of just giving up a card to make a use of the card I currently have. So right in my hand right now is the most broken combo of the Noble Knights. I have no monsters. If he's equipped with something, he can special summon a Noble Knight from the deck. I can use this thing's effect to destroy a set card my opponent controls. So bring him out, equip him with this. Use the sword's effect first to destroy a set card. Use his effect to bring out another Noble Knight. The sword gets destroyed by his effect, so it'll get re-equipped to a Noble Knight. And then I can reuse that sword's effect again. They'll lose 500 permanently each time, but you'll exceed with it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And you can go for a rank 4 or 5. Here I went for a rank 5 exceed. I went for Volcanosaurus. I used Volcanosaurus' effect to destroy his... Oh, first I used the sword's effect again to destroy that face down Torrential Tribute, because he didn't realize I could go into something like Volcanosaurus. I went into Volcanosaurus, destroyed that to do 2,000 points of damage. I then attacked with Volcanosaurus, destroyed Gravekeeper's Assailant, and next turn he drew into Kinetic Soldier, which against Volcanosaurus didn't help. Since I could go into Thunder Charger, he just decided to give up, and that was game. So you guys agree with my opinion? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the price is justified. After all, it just takes that one card to break this deck. These are TGC exclusive. Konami has no idea what's going on with this archetype over here. And they also have what they call the Sacred Knights, which are our Noble Knights over in Japan. And since they don't know what's going on over here, if they release a really broken card, like any kind of sort of draw support, like Lightsworn or something, where maybe you discard a Noble Knight to draw 2, things can get ridiculous. So those are my thoughts. I really just don't see this deck being good anytime in the near future, and a $30 price tag is not justified at all. Do not pay $30 for any Noble Knight card, okay?